Hello all, welcome back. And today we are going to discuss about SQLite VBO that we have created previously. And today, additionally, we are going to add an additional action to insert data from Blue Prism collection to SQLite database table. Let's get started. So I'm opening the same SQLite helper, utility SQLite helper, which we have created previously, which contains create table, execute query with result, execute query without result. This is nothing but execute non-query. So we have a new action called insert collection, which is trying to take connection and the input collection. These are the two parameters which is taking as inputs, and it will return a result. It's a message string format. If at all something went wrong or any exception thrown in the code stage, simply it will returns us the exception. If everything goes well, we will see a success message within this result item. Now let's jump back to the code stage and cross verify what we have written over here. We have two input parameters. One is collection, that is connection string text format. Another one is input collection, that is collection data type. It will return an output message. Jump back to the code, same old code. However, this time we have hard coded the query because we need to pass on multiple parameters. um, I mean, based on the parameters, of course we can parameterize those input parameters to the database table. uh, Anyways, there we need to work a bit wisely. So for now, to make it very simple, I have just created only hard-coded values here. Of course, in the further sessions, we can improvise the code. As usual, we have a validation. Connection string should be passed. If nothing passed, it will simply throw an error message stating that connection required. And we have input collection validation. This is not supposed to be null, and also it should have minimum one row. So the collection is not having any rows. Simply, again, I mean, the second validation will fail and it will exit from the code execution. And finally, we are here at SQLite connection, and we are opening the connection. Just created an SQLite command. Here is the interesting part. Now we are trying to insert into, this is my table which contains 3 columns actually. However, I can see only 2 because the first column is identity column, and I have passed name and price as the parameters, because to avoid SQL injections, it is always better to go with parameterized queries. So just follow the best practices. That's it. Now we are trying to mention what is the parameter name and its respective DB type, and here we are trying to mention what is going to be the column name within the collection. So here I have mentioned name and price, and these are the command parameters. Now I have created an object for data adapter, passed on the command which contains insert query along with all the parameters, and I will pass on the collection. The collection contains the name, price, and these will be injected to this demo table. I mean, within the name and price columns. If everything goes well, we will receive a success message, otherwise we will receive an exception or whatever it is we have written. And finally it will close the connection, exit out of the code. That's it. Let's check for the code validation or any code errors. Nothing was there because I have already tested it. Okay. Yeah, and we will jump back to our database, the same old database which is there in my D drive databases. Now let's open this and we'll see what we have inside this. So for that I have DB browser for SQLite. So it is there in the D drive database. Copy the path, open database, just give the path, select the DB. DB is got selected, and you can see there is a demo table. And if you try to see the schema of this table, it is stating the demo table contains ID, it's an integer, primary key, name of type text, and price of type int. So this is the table which we have already there in our database. You might be having a very bigger table with n number of columns in it. However, the procedure is going to be remain as is. If you try to see the names of the columns, the first one is ID. It's an integer and it is primary key. You cannot insert the duplicate keys. It's a basic RDBMS rules. So you cannot insert duplicate keys inside this ID. And name is the name of type text and price. That's it. We have a very simple table. And let's see what we have inside this table. I have selected this demo table. We have 1, 2, total 2 records. Name 1, name 2, price 100 and 120, blah, 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 blah. Okay, and if you wanted to see it from the same result from SQL query editor directly, I can execute it like this and it will show the result. I cannot insert I cannot use this column for inserting because it's identity column. We cannot insert duplicate ID here. That is the reason what we have done here in the code. It's just simply we mentioned insert into demo table name comma price, only 2, because third value is going to be primary key. The first one actually in the table, first one is ID, which is auto increment. You no need to insert it. So that is where we have written the query like this: insert into demo table name price value. It will simply get inserted. Anyways, we will try it from the SQLite browser. Let's try. So insert into demo table name price value. I'll give James and value 20. Try to insert. There you go. Insert into database table is done. 1 row affected. You can see it took 2 microseconds and 1 row is got affected. Let's select it. Select star from demo table. Let's see. There you go. You can see James here. Perfect. So that's how usually a traditional or conventional database works. Now we will try to jump back to our Blue Prism and we will try the same. Just prepare the data. Same, we need to give the connection string, at the same time input. We need to prepare the collection. Maybe in your example you might be having I mean, you might be having examples, or you might be loading the data to input data collection, or maybe whatever the collection that you have. You might be loading it from a CSV or a spreadsheet, or you might be pulling it from some other database, etc., etc. It can be anything. So right now, to make it very simple, I am not loading the data from Excel or blah 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 blah. Simply, I am creating data over here with the same column names, and don't forget, it should be the same name. Of course, if it is the not same name, you can modify it. It will not affect price is a number. Okay. However, mapping the right column is most important. I have given bond is the name, 30 is the price, again Jane with 40 price. We'll add in one more, Smith 50. That's it. Now we need to prepare the connection string. One second, I'll pull my connection string. There you go. We have the just copy as path. Just prepare the connection string. See, data source d colon database SQLite database db version 3. That's it. Yeah, more than sufficient it seems. And another important point, it's always better to close the database because it is already, I mean, internally it used to log the DB. So instead of a possible failure, just close the DB. Yeah, discard. I don't want to have something. Just refresh, hit it. Yeah. So when you see the result, it is showing success, and jump back to the SQL browser, open and check it out. There you go. See, it has 3, 4, 5, Bond, Jane and Smith. Oh my god, what happened to the James that we have inserted previously? While closing the database connection, it asked me whether do you want to save the session or not, because I haven't committed the record, hence it just uncommitted it. So it didn't save the record, simply it removed it. So basically, as we performed it from the Blue Prism, it just still persists. So like this, you can insert records. I mean, for multiple columns or only one column, however you want, you can perform. Let's consider for the same table, if I modify the query in a different way, and I just wanted to insert only name, not price. Okay, just see how it will work. I just removed price, kept only name. Let's see, just name, that's it. and ta-da, it succeeded, and intentionally I haven't closed the connection. Let's see, these things are done. Seems like a proper insertion with only required things. Now I will try to alter the table, add column name, maybe age, it's int. Let's execute. Oops. Alter table, we should mention the table name. I missed it. Excellent. Okay. Perfect. We have added one more column. Let's add another. Alter table, demo table, add column, maybe location. It's text. Okay. There you go. It's done. We have yeah, perfect. We have I mean total 5 columns. However, for inserting, always we are going to use only these 4. So as you already know, we should save this, otherwise yeah, otherwise it will I mean undo all the changes that we have done. Okay, now if I open the same DB, try to select, I should be able to see everything as is. Okay, let's jump back to the Blue Prism and update the code as required. We'll see. Now I have more columns. See, the procedure is going to be same. It will not change any of the things. Consider I want to insert only name and age. And by the way, SQL is case insensitive. We'll see whether it is working as expected or not. Age, location. Okay, I will add age. It is integer. Age. We'll add one more. That is location of type string. Let's stick with this. Okay, there you go. This is done. Just check the code whether we have done any mistakes or not. And always parameter names should be same. Whatever you mentioned over here, it should be remain as is, and it is case sensitive. Maybe you give the name like name, and if you miss the capital N, sometimes there is a possibility of code break. Please take care of those things. If you are following the things properly, nothing will break. Should work as expected. Let's jump back to the yeah, I am going to update this with age, and I will add one more column, location of type text. Oops. Yeah, initial values, location will give UK. Done. Ta-da! It's still success. Oh gosh. Let's see. Ooh, right. That's it. So name, age, location. I haven't included the price, so hence it didn't got inserted. And we got 3 records. Same names, however age different and location we have additionally added. So that is how you can perform insert operation with the help of Blue Prism collection, and the target is going to be SQLite database. So if you have any questions, please feel free to comment in the comment section. And I mean, usually, we are not getting time to make videos, but still we will try to maintain the same, and we will try to contribute to the community for sure. And also, if any one of you wanted to contribute, or you just have any thoughts that you would like to share, or you want me to make specific videos, please do post. I will try my best to post the things. Or else, if you are interested and you also can contribute, please do reach out to me. We can do it together. I'm happy to do that. Thanks for your support, and thanks for watching. Have a great day.